Ever walked through a busy market and caught a whiff of something so bizarre, you just had to know what it was? In every corner of the globe, you'll find street vendors selling the most unusual foods, dishes that might surprise, excite, or even scare you. Welcome to Top 12 Odyssey, where we explore the world's most fascinating, intriguing, and downright weird eats. In today's countdown, we're serving up 12 of the strangest street foods on the planet, from sizzling scorpions to squirming octopus. Trust me, you won't believe what's out there. Ready to take a bite out of the unusual? Let's jump right in. At number 12, say hello to the century egg, also known as the preserved egg. Despite its name, it isn't actually 100 years old, more like a few months. These eggs are typically soaked in a mixture of clay, ash, and salt, transforming the yolk into a dark green or gray jelly with a strong, pungent aroma. Street vendors often serve them sliced alongside pickled ginger or in congee, rice porridge. While the color might raise eyebrows, locals swear by their creamy texture and intense umami punch. Taking the number 11 spot is the infamous balut, a fertilized duck egg containing a partially developed embryo. Popular in the Philippines, and found in other Southeast Asian countries, balut is commonly sold by street vendors, often enjoyed with a sprinkling of salt and a dash of vinegar. For the uninitiated, this might be a daredevil snack, but for many Filipinos, it's a flavorful, protein-packed delicacy. Crack open the shell, sip the broth, and eat the yolk and embryo for the full experience, if you can handle it. We're crawling into the number 10 spot with fried tarantulas from Cambodia. In the town of Skewers, these crunchy 8-legged treats are a street food staple, often deep-fried with garlic and salt. Locals say tarantula meat has a subtle taste similar to crab. While it might trigger some arachnophobia, adventurous foodies rave about the crispy legs and meaty abdomen. Heading to London's East End, we find jellied eels sliding their way into number 9. This old-school British dish dates back to the 18th century, when eels were abundant in the River Thames. The eels are boiled in a spiced stock that cools into a jelly. Served cold, with vinegar or chili sauce, this slippery snack might not win a beauty contest, but it's a taste of authentic English history. At number 8, we're back in China, taking a stroll along the bustling night markets of Beijing, where you'll spot scorpion skewers. These tiny scorpions, often served still wiggling before they're fried, are speared on wooden sticks and cooked until crispy. The taste? Surprisingly nutty or shrimp-like, with a crunch factor that's off the charts. Tourists often try them as a thrilling food adventure, snapping photos before taking the first bite. If you can get past the stinger, you've got an undeniably memorable street snack. Taking a hearty bite at number 7 are Mopane worms, found across southern African countries like Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Botswana. They're actually caterpillars of the emperor moth and are a valuable source of protein. Street vendors typically dry or fry them, sometimes stewing them with tomatoes, onions, and spices for a richer flavor. While the initial shock factor is high for newcomers, Mopane worms are a traditional delicacy and a sustainable source of nutrition, so don't knock it till you've tried it. Slithering its way into number 6 is Sannakji, live octopus, popular in South Korea. Served freshly cut, the tentacles literally wiggle on the plate, and some vendors offer the entire baby octopus intact. The thrill, and danger, is in the suction cups, which can stick to your mouth if you're not careful. Typically seasoned with sesame oil and seeds, Sannakji is all about the chewy texture and briny ocean flavor. For many, it's a once-in-a-lifetime must-try that tests your reflexes as much as your taste buds. Hopping over to the Andes for number 5, we have cuy, or roasted guinea pig. A beloved traditional dish in Peru, Ecuador, and parts of Colombia, cuy is often served whole, head, paws, and all. Street stalls grill them to crispy perfection or roast them over an open flame. The taste is compared to dark meat chicken or rabbit, with a gamey, rich flavor. Considered high in protein and low in fat, cuy has deep cultural significance for Andean communities, making it a must-try for adventurous eaters. Slipping in at number 4 is hackle, Iceland's notorious fermented shark. Traditionally, Greenland shark meat is buried for several weeks or months to reduce its high toxin content, then hung to dry. The result? A pungent, ammonia-rich smell that might make first-timers gag. It's cubed and served cold at events or in local shops. While not typically found at a street stall, in the same sense as Southeast Asia, you can still find it in local markets or festivals. Brace yourself. This is a test of culinary courage. Hopping into number 3, and possibly staring right back at you, are tuna eyeballs from Japan. Found in some fish markets or small izakayas, casual pubs, these large eyeballs come boiled or seasoned with soy sauce and ginger. The texture is often described as soft or gelatinous, with a mild taste reminiscent of squid or octopus. While it may look intimidating, many locals believe in using every part of the fish, reducing waste and making the most of the tuna's high nutritional value. Our runner-up is Mexico's escamoles, sometimes referred to as insect caviar. These are ant larvae harvested from the roots of agave plants, popular in regions like central and southern Mexico. Escamoles have a buttery texture and a nutty taste, often sautéed with onions, garlic, and spices, then wrapped in tortillas like a taco filling. This delicacy dates back to Aztec times and remains a sought-after treat. Although the idea of eating ant larvae might be off-putting, the flavor is impressively rich and delicate. And finally, at number 1, we have the king of pungent smells, surströmming from Sweden. This fermented herring is canned and left to mature, resulting in an odor so strong it's sometimes banned from public spaces. Often eaten outdoors, for good reason, surströmming is typically served on crisp bread with potatoes, onions, and sour cream. Locals swear the taste is far milder than the smell, but the stench alone can bring tears to untrained eyes. Think you're brave enough to open a can? Congratulations, intrepid foodies! You've just explored 12 of the weirdest street foods the world has to offer. Which of these would you dare to try, and which one sends chills down your spine? Let us know in the comments below. We're dying to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed our culinary adventure, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our top 12 Odyssey community. We have plenty more bizarre and fascinating lists coming your way. Until next time, stay curious, and maybe keep some antacids handy.